Alright, so we're going to do another commentary video here, looking at another one of my older gameplays. All I can tell from what I wrote is that we're going to be having a downtown finish, so we get started. My audio thing is not working out too well, so we're going to try to work through it. So bear with me. So I marked this scav, a couple scavs over in the prom area, and we're going to see, most likely, if we can't get that. Scavs are generally hotter drops, but they sometimes will lead to getting some kills in that fashion. And it looks like I'm taking a look at train. Not sure why, just maybe curious to see if someone was going to land there. So we'll land here, looting up top here. Turns out that below, so this guy lands on me. And I think he might actually beat me. Yeah, he does. Yeah, he beats me there. At this point, you know, I could try to push that, but chances are he's got a gun. So I decide, you know what, I'm going to dip out of there instead. And see what I can find over here, make sure he's not going to push me or anything like that. So, I mean, a lot of times that's the move, is to just back out, reset, get to, you know, some other contract, or just go try to loot. So, not seeing him over there. Continuing to loot. Really nice AMP 63 ground loot pistol. And still looting here.
Enemy UAV
and then I opt for, you know what? At the time, looking at it back now, I was like, oh, I hope I keep the amp. But that ground flute MP5 is not bad either. So still sort of scanning around. You know, that guy's going to have come out at some point to get his scav. So I think I was looking to see if I could, you know, see him running around somewhere close, and then I could follow up on him. But still not seeing him over there. So heading over here to these tripwire buildings. There tends to be, you know, decent amount of loot in these, generally speaking. You know, with the multiple levels, and you know, a lot of times you'll be able to find at least a box, if not two, in here. Looks like I'm gonna get skunked, as I said, but you know, get some plates, get some snipe ammo, some of the more rare loot that's around. So there's my box. Skip on the KSP, or do it? Yeah, okay, KSP burst. It's not bad. You know, it does shred. You just have to know that it's a burst. It's got its limitations, but this build I actually didn't mind too bad. Got some kills with it along the way, so a lot of times it's going to be the last time you used it. It's going to depend if you keep on using it. If you get dumpstered on, then chances are you're not going to pick it up the next time it comes up. So continuing to loot. Still don't have anywhere near enough for anything. And nice EM2 pick up there. Gladly pick that guy up. So having a look in here, seeing if I see anything. Still have not seen, that I can tell, unless I missed it, you know, the signs of anybody. So I'm deciding that I'll just continue to loot around, and maybe we'll pick up this recon here just to get some information and some money. Always nice to have, you know, extra boxes kicking around. Nice orange chest, big stack of cash. Again, still not a ton of money. I'm 3,800 off of a loadout. Don't have anywhere close to get, you know, my self-reses or gas mask. I got a long way to go here. So having a look at where that recon is. We're down to 108 players, including myself. It's not, I wouldn't say that's quick. That's actually not bad at this point. Sometimes you just see these solo lobbies just melt. and you're sitting, you know, around 50 players left in the second circle. So moving through here, continuing to try to get my loadout money as I go. Probably hear a box over here, so I'm gonna go check. Sure enough, there it is, but you know, nothing really worth picking up. Heading up top here, see if there's more loot up here. Still sitting, you know, 2,500 away from a loadout, and then another 4K for self-reses. And there's a satchel, sweet! Pick that up. More cash. Pretty sure I was already over here. So yeah, just double checking things, I guess. Now, are we gonna go get that recon? I would, looking at it now, and it looks like I made a similar decision back then, but cautiously approaching. It's one of those situations that the recon is going to outlast the circle, and so a lot of times what you can do is wait for the first circle to close and then get your recon. There's a gas mask on the ground, that's huge. Reason being is, like, everyone's going to find out where the second circle is pretty quickly. Getting this first recon isn't going to really give me that much more of an advantage, whereas if I wait, I mean, I've already waited this long, so generally speaking, if you can, you know, wait. So I think, if memory serves, I think I start capping this, and then at some point I realize that, you know, I can probably wait to hold this. So what you're going to want to do when you're doing this is get it close, so it's not going to take very long. And I totally dropped the ball there. I should have just waited. I actually thought that was one of the times that I did use that strategy. So there it is, the second circle. It was only going to be another minute, and it was inside the gas. So I definitely, looking back on this, that's something I should have done, because then I would have seen the third circle in like a minute. So moving on down over here, I think I'm headed to this buy station. That's sort of down south here. Yeah, marking it.
Mark the buy station.
So that should be a fairly safe buy station. There's not normally a lot of people who hang out on this side of the map. If they are, they're probably hiding in a building somewhere. Set up a little booby trap, may as well. A lot of people know that this is an ammo building, and they just, you know, go smashing into there, so that's all good. Continuing to see what else there is to grab, and that is a nice SMG.
Loadout drop headed your way.
So much better than the KSP, and so obviously much better to have. And now my free loadout drops.
Marking new safe zone.
This is always a sketchy spot. You know, multiple houses, multiple angles, that someone could just be sitting there. There's only one loadout drop, so that's a good sign. And I'm going with the Sniper Support AK, which is a little different than I normally run. Oh, and if that guy would have, sorry, I'm reacting to this live. If that guy would have come at me just a little closer, he would have been done. But I digress, he did not, so, you know, here's some boxes, and continuing to loot. Another nice PPSH there. So waiting to see. I still need to get a second loadout here, I think. You know, get that sniper, because I don't have anything for long range at this point. Both of my weapons are short range, short to mid range. So call our second loadout here, and then I also have enough for a self-res if I decide to get it. Yep. So I mean, some people will go UAV in that situation. I'm quite happy to pick up my self-res at that point in time. And then I'm guessing that my guy, I'm gonna go rip over to the train. That's what's nice about being on this side of the map or anywhere near the train. And sometimes the train will just pop up and it'll be, you know, ready to be, you know, hopped on and get a nice recon cap. So as you can see, the recon contract is still there. And so I might be able to get a quick recon off here. Get some information of where the next circle might go. I'll pick up the recon and try to quickly cap this. You don't want to be sitting there when it gets up near hospital. Even these shorter apartment buildings and taller, like that's not a great spot to be sitting. There's so many different angles that people can be looking at you from, even from downtown. Anytime you see a train go by, you always are going to be checking to look to see if there's an easy kill sitting there for you. So got that done, and I figure, you know what, I'm just going to head into the circle. The train's just going to take me further and further away from where I need to go. So start looting some more here, and I've marked a recon inside downtown. Normally some, like, not bad loot down in those little areas where the satellites crashed. Always a good spot to check out. Same with these tents, to be honest. There's normally some chests in here. Am I gonna go that bounty route? Oh. Yep. So, picking up the bounty, swap for a deadie. And just gonna burn it. Yeah, that's typical. Burn it so no one else can get it. Sort of thing. So now I see where this guy is. He's across the way here. I think I'm gonna get some height, see what there is to see. He's over in that gas station area across the river there. And I think he's gonna start fighting with somebody else. Yeah, bounty poached. This guy's nuts. He's out there running around with double pistols. Airstrike comes in, so I just dip out. But did not dip out laterally. Pretty much ran right into the stupid thing, so that's not very wise. And then I'm expecting this guy to push me. That's what I would have done if I got the down in that situation. Especially he's got the double pistols. He's going to be able to move fairly quickly. So waiting around to see sort of what's next. Still sitting on 0 kills with 53 other players. So not a very high kill game so far, but I honestly don't remember how many kills we get at the end of this thing, or even how this ends, other than I know that it's a downtown finish. So we will find out together. So I marked a buy, most likely going to get a self-res. Big stack of cash sitting there. Trying to figure out what I want to do. Missed the stack of cash. As always, it's much easier to watch this in hindsight and notice those sorts of things. So heading over here, this guy's probably up above, just based on what's over there, what I would be doing if I was in that spot. Generally, you know, there's not a lot of ways up. Well, there's a few ways up there, but you're in a pretty good power position if you can get up in those up above in those little buildings. rather than hiding in a corner. I mean, he could be sitting in one of these shops like I am, but I'm guessing he's up top there.
You've got gas moving in.
Requesting recon on my position.
UAV
So, he's
entering the
ghosted.
AO.
Does not show up on the UAV, so that's not helpful at all. But, you know, other than to know that, you know, at least I know that he's ghosted. So it's good to keep an eye out for that. So I'm going to try to get up one of these ladders here and see if I can't get a peek at him.
Be advised,
And go from
UAV
there.
is bingo fuel. RTB
Maybe
for
get
resupply.
Mr. Zephyr. Extra 13 grand in my pocket if I do. So looking up as I'm climbing, you know, you don't want to get sniped in the back. So
Enemy
while
UAV
you're up here,
overhead.
you can actually, you know, get across almost all of these buildings. There's ways to connect them all for the most part. So taking a look, and there he is. He's sitting there. Well, hopefully he stops moving. Get the down. How did that first one?
The bounty target is down.
So I
Well
didn't
done.
kill him, if you'll notice. He got killed by somebody else, but since I had done enough damage, I got the contract complete on that one. But at this point, I am a bit nervous about whoever killed him, because they would have got an assist. So I'm trying to locate where that second shooter is. And there he is. I don't know how that one missed. I thought that was right on the mark. Even rewatching it right now, it looked good. He's moving a lot. I mean, that's a tough shot to make. So if you're holding, like hard scoping, then he'll see your glint. And so I figured, you know, why not just stop looking at him for a moment, see if he can, you know, because he's trying to spot me from all the way down there. You know, he doesn't have an idea exactly where I am, so here's one of those spots. You know, obviously physics does not support what just happened there, but you know, this is COD, so we'll forgive them for allowing us to run across a little thing like that. And look at that, a little nice golden gas mask. And a precision, pick up the precision. Am I really going to leave that precision behind? Oh, wow. I hope I go back for
Gas
it.
inbound. Safe zone relocated.
That's embarrassing if I don't. So looking back up for that second shooter again. You know, he may have jumped off. He may have moved to somewhere else. So going back. Come on, pick up the precision. There it is. Nice. Having a look to see what kind of other loot he has there. So still, you know, central downtown finish. I actually quite enjoy a downtown ending. I like the verticality. I'm quite familiar with the building layout. I usually run sniper AR, so that generally supports that.
Gas is moving.
And, you know, especially in this situation where I have a sniper support AK, you know, I'll be better suited for fighting inside the buildings and whatnot. So, just waiting for the gas to close and see where the next circle takes us, keeping an eye up on that sniper position. Nakatomi is a really strong position, and it's difficult to defend against because there are so many different spots that they can choose to get in. Sitting on 16 grand and, well, 16,500, good amount of money. It's a lot of utility there. You know, I could have done a Blackbird, or rather a super UAV, but we'll see what I decide to do with that money. Looking around at top PD, this apartment building, like I was saying before, it's a pretty decent power position in this area because it's one of the higher buildings in the direct area. Obviously, Nakatomi has a power position on you, as does the satellite or TV station building over there. But like everything over here is below. Did I see a guy in there? Not sure. So got attack rover coming in my direct area. Again, just waiting to see where this is going to pull so I can make my next move. Never a bad idea to just wait, a minute or so. I'm only sitting on 1 kill with 22 other players left, so it's not like this is going to turn into a banger by any means. And generally, I play for wins. I don't, the kills are part of it, big part of it. If you're going to win, you gotta take some fights, and you gotta be able to take those fights. And so being aggressive can get you those wins, but a lot of times it's just waiting to see what happens, and then acting accordingly, responding accordingly. So still looking around, not seeing too much that I missed back then. I'm seeing the same sort of stuff. So guy just went up top of Nakatomi there, looks like. Went up the zip line. And so I'm just going to keep rotating around. Might try to get to that buy station. No, there's no chance. Don't think you can make this jump. If you can, I definitely messed it up. So coming in here, trying to come in, with good pace, but I don't want to outrun the zone. I don't want someone to come in from behind me and take me out. Still got a ton of cash. Don't need any cash at this point. Looked like there was some dead loot to my left, so at this point I decide not to push that side. Instead, try to get up. Kind of a risky play, but with risk comes reward, as they say. So rather than pushing through the building, I figured going over would put me in a better position. And I am in a great deal of suspense here because I do not remember what takes place here. Making a bunch of noise here, and now it pulls to Nakatomi, so anyone sitting up in Nakatomi is going to be in a really, really good position. Alternatively, the trade-off of being up there, of course, is that people expect you to be up there, whereas some of these other buildings and low areas, you might be able to sort of, for lack of a better term, rat around better. And there's a guy right there underneath me. These above snipe shots are not as easy as they should be. Like, how is that not a headshot? But, I mean, he was completely lost about where I was. That's the hard thing about when you get shot from above, is the direction indicator completely messes with you. A nice little second kill there. So that guy was chilling up there with me. Did not see me. I didn't see him. But he might have been able to get a third party on me. Glad that was not the case. Obviously. So now we're sitting on 3 kills. So I've tripled my kill totals. And I am gonna push this. This is an aggressive push. Could be someone sitting right up top here, but I decide to make it happen. No one on beat. You're not generally going to find people on beat this late in the game. Most people are going to be running Ghost, unless they're late gaming, doing restock or high alert, things like that. But we're gonna play this slow. We're still going to be in up here, so I'm going to want to go in with the gas and try to get as much information as I can and let some people get some,
You're losing ground.
start shooting at each other and hopefully get, you know, a third party in here somewhere. You know, risk making some noise there. I probably could have just went through on that other level, but again, we're going to try to get into a good spot here. Looking around, this AK at this range is going to shred people. Really, really good with that reflex sight. I quite like it. Close this door behind me, and now I'm just sitting and waiting to see where this is going to go. 5 other players, 1 spectator. It must be one of the guys that I killed there in that quick double. Have a quick look to see. Yeah, that's not even in the zone. I don't even know why I'm looking there, but I think it pulls. Yeah, so it's Nakatomi is no longer in, so we're going to be forced out in this situation. So me and however many people are hiding in Nakatomi are going to get forced out, and it's generally a game of chicken. I find in these situations, who's going to jump first, who's going to give themselves away first. I've got a gold gas mask, so I'm guessing I'm going to sit in the gas for a bit. You're better to eat gas than jump out prematurely. So let the gas mask animation happen.
Safe zone relocated.
And now there's 3 other players. How am I missing those shots? Boy.
Target marked. Send it.
This is Striker 3-1. Copy. Strike inbound.
Wow. So eating a whole ton of gas there.
No hits on that run.
Gas is inbound. Mark
This
safe
guy,
zone.
this guy's got me dead to rights. He really does. But somehow I'm able to wrap around the corner here and plate up. You don't want that gas to touch you. That's an instant cough. You'll give yourself away completely. He's still pre-aiming me. I don't know how he knew that I was there. I don't know why he doesn't push me. And now I'm climbing ladders and smashing through doors. It's still me and 2 others. And now we're in the final circle, circle 11, and it's just going to close. Look and see, there's a guy hiding behind that little van there. Nice shots there. Missed the precision airstrike. And I don't know what he's doing. I think he's trying to outlast me at this point.
Primary objective complete. Good work out there.
Yeah.
Get the dub! Whoa, well, that was quite interesting. I completely forgot the ending. For some reason, I thought that guy was going to jump off, but he did not. He was just sitting up there eating gas. GG's, man.
Good game. That LT dude had good burns, dude. I was trying to snipe. I was trying to get one more snipe kill.
I know, I was trying to, that was crazy. I don't think I've played one to the end like that for a while. GG's, man.
Good game, bro.